I'll be reacting to Tropical-Rouge Precure episode 13. I'll be watching it from Crunchyroll's website, and I'll be starting my reaction in 1, 0, go. Oh man, seeing to always look, almost always puts a smile to my face. Especially when it's like that dirty noise. I love it. Oh, she was about to say shine, wasn't she? Oh boy. The command be snitching right now. Okay, that's just completely stereotyping mermaid. I love how Laura's offended. I love that kind of stuff. Shows you how much, even though yes, Laura's a sweet person, Ego does get to the best of her sometimes. I like how now she puts a science in there to back up her mermaids. And I love how he explains the mythology of the series, explain that why it seems like mermaids, when they sing boats fly, it just happens to be accidental due to Mother Nature. That's a nice little explanation there. Shows you like the little details that the writers in this series pay attention to. Oh. Aww. I love how Laura was so mug. How can one not to think this? Yeah, she's been with Laura for how long? Aww. I'm pretty sure it's because they pissed her off. I mean, Monatsu, you kind of pissed her off, though. I know she wants Laura to sing, but I think it's just the way our girl approached it. I don't think she should have been that abrasive. I know, yes, it might not have seemed abrasive, but I think it did feel a little bit abrasive, if you ask me. That's my personal opinion, though. I mean, y'all can disagree with that, but when you're dealing with someone like Laura who has a lot of pride, you just gotta be really careful with your words sometimes, because even though, yes, you might not mean to offend someone or flare someone up, it could happen by accident. I'm not saying I've seen people like Laura, but I've seen people that have similar dispositions of having, say, massive amounts of pride, and you say something that isn't with the intention of insulting them or critiquing them, but they still get flared up anyway. Laura kind of reminds me of those type of people. Which is a good and a bad thing, depending on the context, of course. But hey, you know what? Either way, I really love where this is going. Precure, Precure. I love the final portion of the opening song. And then there's a scene that goes. Accepting broadcast request. Aww. I mean, at least something's better than nothing, though. If you ask me. I just love how instantly, you always see Manatsu's charisma exuding around, where she always tries to either welcome herself quickly or become friendly with someone instantly. That's really cute, actually. Aww. I mean, I guess that it happened in high school too. Whenever there's like a broadcast or someone speaking on the speakers, people wouldn't even pay attention. So that's actually pretty realistic. I guess it happens nowadays too. If it's also happening in this series, doesn't matter which part of the world or which era. Yo, that sounds like a load of fun. I hope they really thought it through. They need specifics though. Considering that broadcasting, you have a limited slot, and it isn't infinite. You gotta be really careful. Aww. I mean, that's better than nothing though. That's a surprise. Yo, actually, someone would do a great job about that. And she's credible too, considering her mother sells makeup and all that kind of jazz. I ain't surprised song wasn't popular already, naturally. I mean, Asuka's wise. That's a big role, if you ask me. Maybe Queen of the Seas? Okay, if you're gonna sing, then yeah. I guess she does drive a hard bargain. Fuck! Them details. Aww. I mean, they have to play it careful as much as it pains me. Not everything's always going to be peachy fine. Yo, if she has a stomachache, that could be some prime sign opportunity for Laura. Oh. But just in case the girls should carry their aqua pot just in case they need it. Oh. I'm assuming she's gonna suffer stomach pain pretty soon though. Jeez! That looks like a giant cup of diabetes though. No wonder why she was feeling pain in her stomach. That's crazy! Aww. Yeah. The Jamal Prophet doesn't look like it's gonna be good for his stomach at all. Just imagine all the sugar crashing down in her body. Yo, that's a huge responsibility though. I feel so bad for Azumi though. Aww. I like how it looks like she's seen a ghost. Hey, this is a good opportunity. They can use Laura. Oh shit. Talk about some high stakes there. Well, at least for them. Me, I'm used to doing live reaction YouTube videos when... So it... And at least for me, it always felt like high stakes. People are gonna be bleeding! Yeah! Yeah, I mean, she already, her normal voice is super loud, so add screaming than a mic? I love that, though, her clumsiness there. Oh. Hey, at least people are enjoying this stuff. It's actually funny. Oh. Like, all the episodes are funny, but this is more so than the usual episodes. And makes it more relatable by mentioning her details at the very least. Hope she has a plan, though. Who am I kidding? Our girl has no plan. She just goes with the flow. The only thing they can do now is just have all the other girls go with the flow, too. Laura? Oh, I thought it was going to be Laura for a second. Oh, isn't it? Is that a girl? I like how she has the face ready to kill. Okay, that does not look like a regular insect. Is that like Sangha was potentially stabbed to death when she was okay, if that book survived the smashing, that is impressive. Oh! Quite the outfit, though. You would think if our Laura was gonna show up in school, she'd do it to not show off too much body, because let's just say the discipline committee looks at her, they'd be like, that's against school. You know, fuck it, I love that cockiness. They could say, I like how that's a Suga's thought. I love how Minori is like the most pragmatic one. Manatsu feels like she had the most logical one. I would normally think Manatsu be thinking about the skirt, but it's actually Manatsu thinking about her being there and Asuka thinking about the skirt length. I love the irony there. Yeah, Asuka is good at this type of thing. Oh, this is Asuka perfectly, considering that she loves the melon buns. Ah! That's like her catchphrase there. Oh! Hey, you know, this actually could make for some nice comedic sequence, actually. Hey, now that's actually pretty damn sound advice there. The stomach. Anything at this point. I like how not all the class. Okay, now they're. Oh, let's see how all the classmates are enjoying this. Jeez, it looks like some people are ready to throw some hands just for some materialistic objects. My goodness. Smells some blood there. What the fuck? I like you, though. I ain't gonna lie. Pretty sure it was a hit. Unless they were talking to absolute machines, that had been a hit. Fuck! Yeah, the girls can never have fun for like a full episode. More like the opposite of good. Laura should do it. Yeah. This is actually her time to shine. Is it a shame though that they were to be singing? Oh, with that face! Who wouldn't have all the confidence in the world in Laura? I know I would! Now that's the wink of a queen! Is she gonna sing? Damn, I was hoping our girls would have listened to her singing, considering they really wanted to listen to it. Not bad. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be a hit with them kids in the school. Or who knows? Oh, you know what? Maybe the girls will actually be able to listen to it. Alright. Even the adults are into it too. I mean, Laura's voice actress is pretty damn rock solid. And you know, the singing is so well done that even the lack of animation isn't really bugging me at all. That's good. That's how good the song is. I like how it has themes of friendship and playing and going to new heights. I think the song's nice. Man, that only makes me wish the girls would have heard this song. Fuck! And this young bastard had to ruin it too for our girls. I always love that. Dun, 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 the sound. Huh. I always love how she says, let's make a party. Oh, man. I always love how they all look so damn wild too right before they get in a fight. And they also almost always look ready to dance too, like no matter the situation. So anyway, the theme when they transform actually sounds... I'm gonna have to look it up. I just wonder if it's got an extended theme or is this as far as the track goes. Oh, I love that cute papaya pose. I never get sick and tired of looking at it. Okay, that is it sounded like a fucking horse time when it was like, oh. Ouch. I like how he's sympathetic even though he's bashing on girls that are way lower than his size. You know, with Laura singing, you could... You know what I noticed? I don't think they've had Kurunin the whole episode. I just remembered about him. I gotta admit now, that was a way of showing out beautifully. Thankfully, she's got the aqua pot. Honestly, I'm noticing lately they've only been using Songwoo defensively in the last two fights. I understand that's her main thing. Don't get me wrong. I like how they all say in unison too when they're like, oh, Laura, like, oh, cutesy. Yeah! I like that wham, wham sound too. Wait, don't tell me the girls are just gonna do the main attack and then they'll finish off the yada yada. Okay, that's pretty damn impressive. Actually seeing the song would reflect the attack back. And saying that though, I feel like the enemy in this episode is gonna fall a bit too easily though. I'm just saying. But regardless, I do like the animation when they're about to do the unison attack though. I ain't gonna lie. I always think it looks freaking badass. And freaking cool too. I just wonder how hot that creature is though, because it feels like it could torch on multiple objects just by dunking something. I gotta say, that victory, shit. Feel like recording and utilizing potentially as a ringtone. And this is the irony of the villains using motivation again. Okay, that is pretty damn freaking impressive. Yes! I thought they would have an excuse game then. I would have lied saying that she was a family member or something. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I was wishing they'd been able to hear Laura. I love how Laura's all fucking smug. I love it. I love the animation of Laura here. Especially when she says, let's dance. It's freaking beautiful. Overall, I liked the episode. It wasn't as great as the previous episode, though, admittedly, though. And let me explain why. You can definitely tell that this episode was definitely Toei's CRD team, because when it came from an animation standpoint, I'm not gonna lie. The action choreography, objectively, it did suck. Let's just be real. I mean, I just look at the action animation, I'm like, what was the point of having a fight scene? If Toei's gonna have their D team on a Precure episode, then they shouldn't even be allowed to animate fight scenes. They should just keep it full on a comedic or drama-centered episode, so that way, the lack of animation isn't super noticeable. If Toei's gonna have one of their D tier teams, and then once they have an A tier team, then have an action-centered episode. Like last week's episode. Yeah, last week's episode didn't have Toei's A team, but their B team was pretty damn good regardless. And they definitely had a high tier directing and storyboarding team in last week's episode. I don't know why they couldn't take that approach. But, save for the fight not being engaging, because really all it took is someone just to block the attack reflecting, and that's it. Didn't take much creativity for the victory. I loved everything else about this episode. Oh, first let's check out the PV though. Okay, Lara definitely looks off model. It looks like a fun comedic episode though. Oh, I love the way they're doing with Kaden. Ah, so cute. It's actually nice to get to see Laura bond with the kids too. Now, but the thing is though, that was pretty much the only thing in this episode that could quantify as, yes, it was arguably bad. The fight scene did suck balls. In comparison to other Precure fight scenes in this series. Like, Toei raised the bar, at least to a good degree. So in seeing them not deliver, it just gotta make you wonder though. Now, in saying that though, There were other things I also liked about this episode, though. For one, what I did like about this episode was just the fact that we do get to see more Laura character development. Because instead of her just winning for the opportunity of, oh yeah, I'll perform, like, when she wants to perform, she does it of her own free will, and she takes action to her own matters, like when she showed up to help out the broadcast without running by the other girls. And I do like that because in the earlier episodes, when Laura wanted to do something on the outside, you'd always have one of the other girls tell her to not do it, and Laura would listen. This time, nah. Laura's taking action to her own hands, and I do like that. Laura's becoming much more assertive. And on top of Laura's assertiveness, something else that I also do appreciate about this episode, just about the other girls seeing how much faith they have in Laura when they're excited that she shows up to help them out. That was another cool thing, and that's what I thought this episode had nice character moments. Thought the voice performances were great, music was good, and that's why I thought the episode was an above average 7 out of 10 caliber episode. I still enjoyed it. It's just that the episode itself was a great episode, you know? And it was a tough following act. But overall, I still enjoyed it. But anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on the episode. I'd love to hear your thoughts on how you feel about my reaction in the comment section below. Hope y'all rate the video, share, comment, or subscribe, and I'll see y'all later if you come back for more. But anyways, y'all, thank you so much for watching my video. Now, that's it, everyone. Bye-bye.